Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and guys, today we're gonna get comfy. I just got home from the longest day ever. It feels like the most Monday that has ever Mondayed, which is a problem because it is actually Thursday. So I am so freaking excited. When I checked my packages. I just got done, like I said, with living my work life here, and I had my package come in from Skims, and I am so excited. So we are going to unbox it, talk about it, talk feel, texture. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start off with what Skims is, just real quick for those of you that don't know. Skims is actually the line that Kim Kardashian West created. It originally started out as more of a shapewear line, and now it's drifting into shapewear to tape up wear, to, like, you know, you want to tape your boobies, tape them in, suck them in, kind of do your thing, cover up your nippies, whatever you got to do, girl, she's got a tape for you. And now we're kind of drifting over into lounge and comfort wear. It looks like this one, which was the comfort collection, just launched, and then in a few days from now there's also going to be another pajama type launch. So it's kind of started off as more like rigid wear, and now we're kind of like, girl, the end of the night, you want to take it off, you want to release your boobies, your fat, and anything else you had sucked in. Now this is what you're going to dive into. You're going to go from skim to skim and just live your best life, and, you know, just like let it hang out or suck it in, depending on what you're kind of going for in the moment. Now jumping in first before I open the boxes, because I just want to make this clear, I have not opened them, touched them. I have not, like, this, everything is still completely taped. So I myself have not felt anything in here because I wanted to kind of dive into leading up to the product. I feel like that's really important when we're dealing with not only a new brand, but also a new product from that brand. I really like to give you guys as much insight into the ordering and the processing and customer service. Like, all of those little things for me really feed into an experience. So I like to give them to you whenever possible. So with this launch, there was a lot of like back and forth on it. A lot of people were really pissed off because, if you didn't know, one of the things that happened with this launch is that it actually had an hour early pre-sale. And basically, if you were like me, signed up for the text alerts or the email alerts, I think maybe it was just text, but they went on sale an hour early, and a bunch of stuff was selling out, and people were getting really frustrated when they went to check the collection when it was live at the actual time it was supposed to be live, and a bunch of stuff was sold out. They were like, hey, how is this possible? It's been live for like 12 seconds. And that's when a lot of people found out there was a pre-sale, and it just created this whole, you know, kerfuffle, this whole mess of things. So I would say in the future, if you're looking to purchase from this line, see if there is like a way you can get entered for that early text message or early email or whatever. I think I signed up for the email and I typed in my phone number, and I didn't have any issues. I saw the pre-sale, I ordered it right away because I knew it was going to sell out. So for me, my experience wasn't bad. I logged on, I purchased it. Now I did have to purchase it in 2 separate orders, which is why there's 2 boxes here, because by the time I was able to check my phone, the pre-sale had already been going on for a half hour, and the dark full-length pants were actually already out of stock. So I was hoping when it launched again at the correct time, it would come back in stock. Stuck around because I figured, look, I'm already here, I'm just gonna wait it out. I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on them. And I was really happy because at about 12, I think it was 12:07, again, my time, so about 7 minutes after launch, it did show a full restock of all the pants. So I was really happy. I grabbed the pants and I got the hell out of there. It was free shipping, I believe, on $75 or more. So for me, that side of it, as far as shipping and whatnot, that is a 10 out of 10. Got it fast, got it free. That's my favorite combo. And I think without any further ado, guys, we can actually open up the boxes. Yes! So let's go ahead and break it down. It looks like we have everything nice, individually wrapped. There's no filler or anything in here, which is fine. Something like this, not only does it not need filler, I feel like that would be very wasteful. So I'm happy with that. And it looks like we have our robe situation. I'm assuming the tank top and the short right here, along with our invoice. Over here, we have a slightly more wrapped up version. We have our pants, again, with our invoice on the back. And yeah, it looks like everything's good to go. Let's go ahead. I'm actually going to change into outfit number 1. I think I'll do the shorts first, and then we can go from there. So let me go ahead and change real quick. Girl, let's get the hell out of here. Yes, let's put our hair back, honey. I am living. Shh, I'm very busy. I'm living. Oh my good Lord, you guys, look at how damn soft and cozy. First thing I'm gonna say, y'all, my butt has never felt more happy and more luxurious. Honey, she is just getting cloaked in soft, cushy dreams, and I am loving it. I'm really, like, I'm living my best furry, fuzzalicious life right now, but I want to go ahead and dive into some of the specs real quick, and this is actually going to be covering everything I picked up because I tried to do it nice and, like, universal, so I didn't have to go between sizes and any of that. So, first things first, let's talk sizes. I picked everything up in a 2/3X, and for me, it actually fits just about perfect. I'm a standard like 18-20, depending on the brand and the high rise and all that sort of thing, and you know, just depending on how it fits. But I went with this size because on her size chart, it seemed pretty clear. I believe a 2X, 3X was a 16, 18, 20. So it fits really nice, and there's definitely a little room. So if you are the next size up, depending on, you know, how big your boobs are, your butt, that sort of thing, it could fit you, or you could go the next size up and be comfortable as well. But just for future reference going forward, everything I picked up 2X/3X, and all of it in the shade Cocoa. Now, one more thing that does appear to be universal, again, without having put on those other two pieces, everything appears to be made out of the same, like, really nice, that's awkward. Everything seems to be made out of the same really nice plush type material. It reminds me of like a really soft like bathrobe kind of, which makes sense because there's a robe, but just a really nice plush material. And it doesn't seem to me as of yet that it has like any issues with shedding, which is really nice. In my experience, I've bought a lot of stuff that's this material, and it does have like little pills or little like sheddy babies that just kind of flake off of it, and it's super irritating. So just something to keep in mind. They all seem to be made out of the same material, and I'm hoping going forward that they all have about the same amount of stretch, because for me, that's probably my favorite part, is that even though it is sleepwear, loungewear, I like that it has a nice amount of give to it. It has a nice amount of pull that you can really just do a lot with. So it's not super structured or like strict on your body, but it's also not loosey-goosey to where it just like flails all over. They do have a wider elastic, which you can kind of see right here how there's a band, and there is a, I would say about a, oh, sorry, the mic is right there, I apologize. But there is about a 2-inch or maybe a 1-inch piece of elastic. Now it's about 1.5 inches elastic strip in there. And it's not like a rigid strip or anything. It doesn't hurt, and it is just folded inside of this kind of rolled over cuff right here. So just so you guys know, there is something here that's going to keep it up. But other than that, there's no zippers, there's no pockets. It fits really nicely. It does cover my whole butt, which doesn't say a lot because, guys, I have a pretty flat ass as far as plus size girls are concerned, okay? Like, it's pretty much just cut right off, but it does cover everything. I'm not cheeky. The cheek end's like right about up here, so even I have a good, you know, a good inch, maybe 2 inches. And as far as how it covers on the butt, it's also important to mention, anytime I wear anything like this, I always pull it high rise. It's just how I am. Pajamas, jeans, I don't care. This is my belly button, and this is obviously the top of the item. So I have like a good couple inches. If you were to wear it at your belly button and pull it down, you'd have plenty of room. Now, as far as the top goes, it fits really nice as well. I am just wearing my standard bra because ain't nobody out here trying to scare you guys like that. That is not fair. But I'm just wearing my standard bra, and I have a good amount of coverage. Everything fits really nicely. There is no elastic. Is that elastic? No, I think that's just a band. It doesn't feel like elastic in there. So everything does just fit and hug me and like on my body really nicely. Yeah, nothing. I don't think anything on the top is elastic. The material itself, like I said, has a nice amount of give, which I really like. So far so good as far as the fit and all of that. But these shorts retail for $58, and this tank top is $52. As far as these two pieces go, super good, super comfy. Let's go ahead and try on the other two pieces. All right, beautiful people. So I went ahead, I got the pants on. I cleaned off this big old area right here so I could actually see my monitor. What a good idea. And now we're here to talk about the pants. Now for this portion, I actually went ahead just a second ago, and I turned the camera all the way down. During the talk through portion, while I'm talking about the pants, you can actually see them. So let's go ahead and talk about them. They do retail for $88. They are the same material, like I mentioned before, that everything else has been made out of. And I have to say, with these ones, the cut is actually very interesting because they have the exact same like elastic piece around the top. I feel like this band is a little bit smaller, maybe like an inch-ish thick, maybe a tiny bit more than that. I can't quite tell if my elastic is maybe doubled over on itself or what, but it does have a little piece of elastic through the band. But then past the elastic, the rest of the pant still has the nice lax kind of structure that the shorts have, in the sense that the fabric itself does move, but it has a little bit of spring back. So I think that's probably the best way to describe it. I would say they hit me at the perfect length. They quite literally go right to the bottom of my ankle. There are no pockets in any way, shape, or form on this, which for me is kind of a bummer. I would really like a pocket, but I also know that with Kim, everything is about like silhouette and that sort of vibe. And I think if you were to put pockets in this, it would give it more of like the, what are those, like just big, like regular sweatpants. And I feel like these are supposed to be more of a, I don't want to say fitted because fitted isn't the right word, but they're designed to be more of something that kind of like hugs your curves, hugs your body. And I feel like the silhouette or the look of a pocket, which then we're going to jam a cell phone or a Twinkie or something into, I feel like that could really mess up like kind of that silhouette she might be going for. So just something to keep in mind. But if you are someone that really wants a pocket in pajamas, these do not have it. So just something to keep in mind there. But overall, there's really not too much to say. I feel like when it comes to pants, just like with the last ones with the shorts, belly button is right here, and then top of the shorts or top of the pants is here. Now diving into this last piece, you guys, I'm in the robe, and let's just talk about it, okay? Let's just talk about the fact that, girl, it is like -12 nipples outside, and I am so damn cold. Northern Michigan is no joke, and this robe, it just like welcomes me in. Oh my God, it feels so luxurious. And I'm not gonna get into this too much because if you have been here for a while, you are well aware I do have a ton of health ailments, which I know seems like, girl, why are you talking about that when you're trying on a robe? I promise there's a point. But I have a brain tumor, fibromyalgia, I have a ton of spinal disorders, degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, scoliosis, other autoimmune stuff. Like, girl, it's just, I'm a hot mess. I'm like the potpourri of problems over here. And I will tell you, as someone with fibro, I've talked about it 1,000 times, I am incredibly, incredibly sensitive when it comes to touch and feel and texture. And if there is even a hint of scratchiness in something, girl, I will feel it. And with this robe, I'm gonna tell you right now, this makes me feel so incredibly happy. It is a type of soft that I feel like actually like puts the word luxurious in my mouth, which I'm sure that's like the entire point. Because when you're paying what you're paying, which we'll talk about price in a second. But when you're talking about price with something like this, I do think it's important to note quality and texture and stuff like that. I just want you guys to know that from an incredibly sensitive like feeling and skin and like all of that, this feels so nice, like all the way down the arms. It has a great length on it. I love the fact that it actually goes over my arms a little bit. And then as far as how it hits, as you guys will see in the full body, which I'll go ahead and throw up right here, it does hit me, I would say, about mid calf. So it has a really, really nice length on it. Lots of room when you're stretching it around you. So size and all of that is absolutely perfect, I would say, for my body. I like the way that the shoulder falls on the sides right there. I feel like the overall like chest area has tons of room. I don't have a super large chest, so for me that's not saying a lot, but if you are on the bustier side, I feel like this does have a lot of room in it. So there's a lot of give in that area. And then one on each side, there's also a loop for you to string the robe tie through. So string that through and then you're good to go as far as the tie goes. Now talking about cost and all of that, I know this is gonna be like the hot button item because I saved it for last, y'all. This is the most expensive item in the collection, retailing at $128. Yes, you heard me right. $128 for a robe. Just, you know, let that sink in for a second. A couple other details I forgot to mention about the robe. It does have two functional pockets right here. I do feel like they're the kind of pocket that if you actually use them and like, oh, hey, I'm gonna set my cell phone in there, it does work. Obviously, it will drag down the pocket and like the overall look, but I was glad that out of all the pieces, at least the robe had a couple pockets in it. That way, even if you're like, hey, I just want to put, like I said, maybe like a Twinkie, like a Twinkie's light, you could just kind of drop that in there. You could drop your cell phone in. If you're going through the house and your kid's like, Mom, I forgot my stuffed Twinkie. Why stuffed Twinkie? What is wrong with me and Twinkie? I don't even eat Twinkies. I should have said like a moon pie, or I don't even eat moon pies. Ooh, a Swiss cake roll. Damn, I'm hungry. Oh my God. Maybe a piece of pizza. Stop. That was all just my train of thought right now. My God, I'm hungry. Anyways, if you want to just put something light in there, a snack, a stuffed animal, whatever, I don't think you'd have any issues. But again, if you go to like put your phone in there, I do feel like that might be a little much. It doesn't feel like the stitching is going to give out or anything, but it does just drag down the pocket. And I feel like I personally don't, I try not to do that because I don't ever want to wreck the stitching or the material and just pull on it like that. Girl, another thing, hold it, but Jesus, this thing is so warm. Oh my good Lord, I feel like I'm sweating. I don't feel like I'm sweating. I am sweating, honey, which is amazing, by the way. That is a feat because it is like -32 nipples outside here in Northern Michigan. And I am like, ooh, girl, I'm warm. And this feels like, I think this alone probably weighs like a solid pound of just like amazing, luxurious fabric. Oh my God, it feels so good. As far as details, structuring, price, all of that, I do want to touch on it because I know there have been a lot of people that are, you know, hey, I can get that at Walmart, I can get that at Meijer, I can get that at and I'm not going to argue with you. Obviously, yes, you can go to a much more affordable place and you can get a super cozy, soft, squishy robe or, you know, outfit or whatever, two-piece set, whatever you're looking for. They have options from everywhere, from like the dollar store, Dollar General, to Walmart, all the way up to Macy's or Nordstrom's or Namie's, any of those places. You can go and you can get something that's way more affordable and still a really nice, soft, squishy quality. So like I don't think anybody, or at least nobody should be negating that, because I don't think you can. But because this is Kim Kardashian, I feel like I went into this kind of expecting the prices to be higher. And I don't know if that's just me. I don't know if that's just like I expect like a level of bouge-tastic there. But I did. And I kind of went into it thinking like, okay, it's going to be expensive. Now, did I expect it to be like $128 for a robe expensive? You know, kind of not so much. Now, all of that being said, a couple things I do want to mention as far as construction, whatnot, that I do think could have been just a little bit better. The first one is actually the tie on the robe right here. I know you can't really see it much, but it's a very thin, like maybe 1 or 2 stitches into the side. And this is the little loop that your tie feeds through to like belt yourself. And for me, I just feel like, and this could just be that I got like these big old plus size like honey hams over here, I don't know, but I do feel like this is just, it's a little bit, and I mean like the tiniest bit too chintzy for me. Personally, I would prefer something that's maybe like a 1/2 inch or something that actually has a couple stitches. So for me, that's like the only area that I feel like, I wish that this was a little bit better, just a little bit beefier. Now, one other thing I want to mention that I feel like could have been a little bit better done, I'm just obviously holding up the shorts because you can't tell these are shorts. As far as the shorts themselves go, something that they both have in common, the shorts and the pants, is they do both have, like I mentioned, that kind of elasticy piece. And I was sitting here playing around with the shorts, and I do feel like these ones, the elastic I think had curled onto itself. And so now that I kind of went through and I worked with it, the elastic is actually, I would say, about yay wide. So this elastic is very nice and thick in the band of the short. And as I'm wearing the ones in my pants, I'm just sitting here playing around with them, just playing around with my pants any old day. I do feel like this one is folded over on itself. So for me, the only other detail is I wish that either the elastic in the pants, like the bands themselves, either they were maybe sewn into place, or if there had been a way to make them a little bit more, I don't want to say rigid, or maybe tacked, I don't know, just some kind of a way to make it so they don't like curl over onto themselves. That way they stay like all the way straight up, all the way through your band. I just feel like for me, that would be a really nice touch. But anyways, you guys, as far as the try on, the fit, all of that, my first impressions, obviously I just put it on. I really wanted to sit down, unwrap it with you guys, and just give you my full boat experience from beginning to end. You know, what do I think, the fit and all of that. And I have to say, even as a brand that goes from straight size to plus size and it goes all the way up, I really appreciate that everything actually does fit, and it doesn't feel like you just took something that was made for a straight size and like blew it up to make it fit a plus size person. I really like that it actually does fit me nicely and it feels luxurious. But anyways, you guys, this is where I'm at with it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Were you curious? Were you not? I know this is such a hot button topic, not only because it's, you know, Kim, but also because of what it is. And Paige, why did you just spend 20 minutes talking to me about a really expensive 4-piece pajama set? And I know there's a lot of feelings, so leave me your thoughts down below. And per usual, if you haven't checked me out on Instagram and on Twitter, those are both linked down below, so please be sure to check me out down there. Instagram has been just a ton of check-ins on the day-to-day, IGTV, plus size fashion, makeup video, just all kinds of good things. So check me out there. Again, they're both linked down below. But above all else, if you have not done so, please subscribe and turn on your post notifications to this here YouTube channel. I do upload 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they go up bright and early between 6 and 7 a.m. my time here in good old Northern Michigan. So we get up, we talk about stuff. It can be plus size fashion, it can be lifestyle, it can be a lot of makeup still, just all kinds of stuff, and just hanging out and having a good time. So subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and you guys, that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do not forget to have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Girl, I tell you what, I feel so damn fancy right now. I just feel like the most fancy version of myself. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my God, there's a giant hole in the freaking bottom of this sock. How did I not know this? My foot's like sticking to the floor because it's all sweaty. Paige, ain't nobody wants to know about your sweaty feet. Just move on. I didn't bring anything sharp with me, so I'm gonna just stab it with this pen on my dirty windowsill that we're not gonna talk about. And then let's actually turn on the light. And the good Lord said, let there be light, honey. Yes, there's all kinds of light up in this room. My soul, the ceiling, everywhere. Light.